Good evening, brothers and sisters, and God bless you all. I wanted to share that a little bit over 3 months ago, God revealed to me through dreams that the war in Ukraine is going to start. And some of my family members live in Ukraine, my brother and my mom as well. I also received a prophecy when war has begun, and God had comforted me, and He made me understand that the war will continue for some time. It won't stop anytime soon, and we have to be strong and continue praying and not give up. I also begged my mom to leave the country, but she said to me that she's going to stay with her son and that she's going to visit me in May, as she promised. But to me, it was such an unrealistic decision because the conversation happened in February. However, God had protected my loved ones. As He promised, He made sure that they were safe, that He gave them all necessities. And my mom has arrived a couple days ago, and also just a couple hours before she took a bus. The area was bombed, but God made sure that she got on the bus, although her journey took over 45 hours. She's here. Therefore, I testify to give glory and honor to our celestial God.
I'd like to testify to honor and glorify our Lord. A few days ago, I got sick with COVID-19, and I thought that because I was young, it would not affect my health much. But a few days later, I was hospitalized in a hospital in the city of Monteria, and I got pneumonia in my lungs. It also affected my heart. The diagnosis was not very good. At that time, I was in an intermediate care unit, but as my lungs got worse and my blood was lacking oxygen, they were thinking about putting me in an intensive care unit. But I prayed to the Lord. I reminded Him of His promises. I said, Lord, I'm young and I want to serve You. I reminded Him of all His promises. And one day I felt like my body couldn't go on any longer, like my lungs were going to give up. My wife was next to me, and I told her that I couldn't take it anymore. She was distressed because she saw that I was very sick. It was a Sunday, and she said, there's a teaching service by Sister Maria Luisa. And as the teaching service went on, my lungs got stronger, my breathing got better, my body was getting stronger. And when Sister Maria Luisa concluded with the final prayer, I was able to get up. I was able to take off my oxygen mask without any problems. At that time, I realized that the Lord had worked a healing in me. The doctors were surprised. They said, your lungs are very delicate. You cannot take off the oxygen mask. Immediately, they x-rayed my thorax and were surprised, brothers and sisters, because my lungs were totally clean. My heart was working normally. And they said, truly, that was a miracle of God, because your lungs were in such a delicate state from COVID, it could not have gotten better that fast, is what they said. The Lord protected my life. He supported Sister Maria Luisa in her teaching service, and I testify to glorify the name of our Lord.
Let me have a whole new heart. Oh, my Lord, you are my God.
I want to testify to give the honor and glory to our Divine Father. 2.5 years ago, they found 2 masses in my ovaries. They were going to do a surgery to take out the masses, but the pandemic occurred and everything just stopped. I started having intense pain. I was taken to the ER. The masses started growing. It was like a tree was growing roots everywhere inside of me. The doctors would tell me that it was cancer by the shape and the color of the masses, by everything that they scientifically knew. But God, in His infinite compassion, began talking to me by dreams, that He was with me, that He would heal me, not to fear or worry. On April 20th, brothers and sisters, the doctors performed the surgery. They feared the worst. They performed the biopsy, and the doctor himself said Thank God it did not come out with cancer. The masses are benign. They were afraid, brothers and sisters. God did the greatest wonder. I give the honor, glory, and praises to my God. I want to testify to honor and glorify the living God.
Let me have a whole new heart. Let me have a whole new heart.
I testify to give honor and glory to our Lord, that the Lord allowed my wife and I to live in the United States fulfilling His promise. Years ago, He told us in prophecy we will be in a life-threatening situation and that we would witness natural disasters, but that He will be saving our lives. It was so that on March 2nd, 2020, very early morning, a tornado passed by our home. We began to see pieces of neighbored homes flying around. At that moment, we remembered the prophecy and we began to pray to the Lord. Also, we started playing the hymns of the church. In that moment, everything became calm. And that morning, when we woke up and opened the door of our home, everything was destroyed, just a few meters or feet from us. The buildings, the cars, the trees had uprooted from the ground, and the power posts had fallen down. But to give honor and glory to our Lord, He kept our home intact, protected us, and kept our lives safe. We also like to share that in November of last year, we contracted COVID-19. And at the beginning, we had very mild symptoms, but on a Sunday morning, I had difficulty breathing. We prayed to our Lord with all of our heart at the very end of our Sister Maria Luisa's sermon, and right after that, we began to worship the Lord. That breathing difficulty disappeared completely. The very next day, we no longer had any symptoms. All of this I testify to give honor and glory to our Lord.